Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. We've recently finished our first sea power competition and it was great fun, but it was relatively limited in scope. We only used a few types of vessels, you know, the most well-known ones, Iowa, Kirov, Ticonderoga and so on. But there are loads more vessel types in sea power and I want to use them all. So, as a natural follow-up, we're going to do a battle with all of the types. Or should I say, all of the US fighting surface ships versus all of the Soviet equivalent. It's going to be a super simple fight as per our usual rules. We have Bullseye here, we have the blue fleet here, we have the red fleet here, 50 miles in between so that most of the vessels can hit each other. We will have AWACS support so everyone will see everyone. So this is not tactical, this is purely a fun firepower test. And I reiterate, this is purely fun. There is no scientific value in this at all. It's not meant to be realistic. It's just something that loads of you guys requested. As well as that, it's also a great chance to have a look at some of the vessels that we never get to use. Because of limited time, we always tend to use the same ones. Like I said, the Iowa, the OHP, the Ticonderoga, the Slava, and so on. But this time, we're going to use all of them. So what I've done, viewers, is I've used all surface escort ships. I've not used any aircraft carriers because it's not that kind of battle. I've not used what I would consider non-specific combat ships. So I'm not using landing ships. I'm not using minesweepers. I'm just using what I would consider proper escort fighting ships. So at the time of making this video, that gives us 15 US surface vessels and 17 Soviet surface vessels. Before we press go, let's go and have a look at some of the vessels. Welcome in viewers. First, let's have a look at the Americans. Note they're in a completely non-tactical line abreast formation. I didn't want a tactical formation for this. I just want all vessels to be equally involved, equally shot, and equally shot at. Some of these vessels I'll know and some I won't. So let's have a look. The Virginia class is obviously the big nuclear cruiser. Weaponry is going to be 44 RIM 66B, so that's SM1 medium range, about 25 miles in 2 Mark 26 twin arm launchers. She also has 8 anti-ship Tomahawks, which are these guys here. She also has 8 Harpoons anti-ship, which are there. She also has naval gun there, and she has Sea Whiz there and there. Next is going to be a pre-1986 Ticonderoga. She has a more modern missile, 68 RIM 66C, that's SM2 medium range, range about 40 miles in 2 twin-arm Mark 26 launchers again. She also has on the stern 8 Harpoon launchers here, 2 naval guns here, and Sea Whiz here and here. We all know that ship. Next is a Spruance. We've used this a couple of times. She has, for her surface-to-air missiles, 24 RIM 7s, so Sea Sparrows, range about 10 miles, and if you can see them, then let me know. I think it's these guys here, and presumably, yep, this guy here as well. She has 8 Harpoons, amidships there. She has 2 naval guns. And does she have Sea Whiz? Yes, she does. There and there. Next ship, the mighty Pegasus attack hydrofoil. We have 8 Harpoons on the stern and a naval gun on the bow. Next, we have OHB. Everyone knows this. We have 32 RIM 66B SM1MR fired from a single-arm Mark 13 launcher here. Also fired from that launcher, 8 RGM-84 Harpoons. We have a Sea Whiz here and a naval gun here, and obviously I'm just going through the weaponry that's relevant for today. A Leahy class. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this, and I've never seen this ship before. It looks sort of 1950s, 1960s, question mark. Her missiles are, that's interesting, 80 RIM 67B, so that is the SM1 extended range about 50 miles, fired from what looks like 2 twin-arm launchers there and there. Okay, here's a question for you viewers. Why do some of these vessels have the extended range variant of the standard missile and some have the medium range variant? Why don't they just all have the extended range and have the extended range? That's never made any sense to me. Let me know what you think of that. We have Harpoons, 8 of them. It seems to be obligatory for US vessels, and there they are. Sea Whiz is there and there, and I've just noticed she doesn't have a naval gun, so no naval gun for some reason. Again, let me know why. And a weird kind of ramped thing here. What's that, viewers? It looks almost like a Soviet surface missile launcher, but I don't know what that is. Interesting vessel, bit different. Next, we have a Knox class frigate. She has not standard missiles. Instead, she has 8 Rim 7, so Sea Sparrows. They're probably those guys there, almost certainly. That there, in this case, is probably the anti-submarine mortars. She has a naval gun there, and no Sea Whiz, question mark? No Sea Whiz, so not hugely armed, the Knox. Next, we have Adams class. Our first look at this. That looks, what, 1950s, 1960s, I'm guessing? SM-1 medium range, so 24 miles on a Mark 13 arm there. She has 8 harpoons, although I can't see them for some reason. Where are the harpoons? They're there somewhere. They might be on the Mark 13 as well. She has 1 naval gun there, and I can't see any Sea Whiz, so again, protection is going to be a problem. Next, we have a Kid class. Yes, we've definitely used this before. I'm going to guess 1960s, I don't really know. She has SM-1 medium range, 52 of them. 2 Mark 26 twin-arm launchers. We've got 8 harpoons, which I'm searching for, amidships there. We've got 2 Sea Whiz, 1 there, 1 there, in that kind of strange staggered arrangement that some of them have. Naval gun there and there. Next, what have we got? What's this? Oh, it's the big I. It's Iowa Battleship. It's got to be everyone's favourite, right? We've got anti-ship harpoons, tomahawks, amidships, 8 of them. We've got land tomahawks, but not relevant for today. 16 harpoons, those guys there. Look how small they are on a friggin' battleship. 60,000 tons, this beast. We've got quad Sea Whiz there, and obviously, a massive array of cannon. 9, 16 inches, and I think 12 or 14 5 inches. Here we have a Gearing Fram 2. Never heard of it before, but that looks old. That looks like 1940s, right? She has, she has nothing. She has quad naval gun, 127 mil, and that appears to be it. So, no, 6 of them. I'm not sure that's going to be very useful. We have Galveston. Never heard of it. Looks 50s, question mark. Now look at this. She has a Rim 8, so that's a Talos missile. So this is pre-standard missile. It's massive. Hopefully we'll get to see one. Huge range, 130 miles. So think how impressive that would have been for a surface-firing missile to do 130 miles in what I'm guessing is the 1950s, maybe early 60s. So I'm really looking forward to that being fired. Now you're going to ask me where they're fired from, and I haven't got the foggiest clue, so I'm going to guess it's going to be that arm launcher back there. Not sure what mark that is. She has guns for... Oh, no. She has 150 mil guns there and 120 odd mil guns there. And no Sea Whiz, so yeah, super old, but kind of cool, right? This is fun, viewers. We're learning about vessels on the fly. What do we have here? Garcia. Never heard of it again. Looks, what, 50s? Question mark. It's got nothing at all again. So these are obviously anti-submarine frigates, just a gun on the front, no Sea Whiz. Here we have Kuntz. Oh man, I know so little about old-ish American ships. Sorry viewers, never heard of it. Rim 67A, so an older version of the standard missile one. She's got 8 harpoons here. I'm guessing most of these guys had the harpoons retrofitted, kind of added on in the 60s. That would be my assumption. Let me know what you think of that. No Sea Whiz, and a naval gun. Right, we're here, finally. Belknap. Yes, I've used this before. What is 50s, 60s? I think it's a cruiser, actually. Here's interesting. It has a Rim 2F missile, so a very old surface-to-air missile. I think that was the Terrier, one of the first, if not the first, naval SAMs, and I don't know anything about it, unfortunately, because I've never used it. What looks like a Mark 26 arm launcher there. She has a naval gun rear, and I can't see any Sea Whiz, so I'm not sure how useful she's going to be. Right, let's go and do the Russians. So viewers, if it sounded like I didn't know what I was talking about, well, that's going to get even worse now with the Russians, because most of these I've never even heard of. Kara class here. She has 80 SAN-3 defensive missiles, as well as 40 SAN-4s, so old missiles, but a hell of a lot of them. 120, wow. For her attack missiles, she has SSN-14B. I know that. It's range of about 25 miles, and it's actually a torpedo carried on a missile. Very odd little thing. She also has Seaways, although I can't see them. There we go, there. And the other side. Does she have a naval gun? Yes, she does. Kind of quad naval gun there. How interesting. What an interesting vessel. It has what I've come to know as sort of the Soviet look. Very different looking ships to American ships. They always seem to be really hunched over here. Oh, and there is her surface-to-surface missiles. Also, they have bright red decks, viewers. Why do they have bright red decks? I think we've answered this before, and I think it was for identification purposes from the air, but let me know. Kirov, obviously everyone knows this. The 4 mighty Kirovs. Battle cruiser. VLS here, which is kind of what she's built around, I suppose. Contains 96 SAN-4 low-range SAMs. Sorry, high-range SAMs. 40 SAN-4, I think that's the Geckos, low-range SAMs. Her attack missiles are 20 SSN-19 P700, the supersonic data-linked intelligent missiles that are probably going to win this, to be honest. She also has the SSN-14, which is, again, the torpedo that gets carried by a missile, which is anti-submarine and anti-surface. A really interesting design. Seaways, about 1 million of them, if you can see them, all 30 mil. For some reason, Russians had 30 mil Seaways instead of 20. We've got one there. Look how small a Seaways looks on this. One there. Naval gun, almost invisible because the vessel is so large. Back here and back here. We're just allowing one of each vessel type. Kinder, I know this one. We use this one a lot. It's quite a good adversary if you want to be shot at but not immediately destroyed. She's based around her SAN-1 P35 subsonic missiles here and here. I'm going to guess this is 1950s, viewers. Let me know if I'm right with that. Defensive missiles, SAN-1 from twin-arm launchers there. She does have Seaways. I remember her having Seaways. Oh, there they are. One there, one there. Again, Soviets tend to have more Seaways than the Americans for some reason. So this size, this is this cruiser, but it's really a destroyer size in my opinion. Yet it has 4 big, fat Seaways. Cool looking vessel. Again, that typical, what I think is Soviet, early Soviet Cold War design. Seeing the same thing again here. Cash-in, never heard of it before. Looks pretty cool though. Look at those twin funnels kind of splaying out. She has the same missile, the SAN-1, as her defensive missile, fired from 2 twin launchers. By the looks of it, interestingly, no aggressive missiles. So she is going to be mainly anti-submarine, presumably. This guy here is a Cresta 2. Surprise, surprise, never heard of it. Looks very Soviet to me. SAN-3 defensive missiles and 2 twin-arm launchers. You know what? They're probably going to be unpopular for saying this, but I think these Soviet vessels are just more armed. I don't want to say more well-armed, because that's not true, but more armed. They just seem to have more arm launchers for the same size vessel as per America. Let me know what you think about that. She has the SSN-14 again, so the missile/torpedo there. Does she have a naval gun? No naval gun. Well, sort of naval gun there. Low caliber 57 mil. And no Seaways. No, yes, Seaways. So again, a relatively small vessel, but 4 massive Seaways there. Oh, what do we have here? Here we have a Komar class. I don't think I've used this before, and I don't know anything about it. SSN-2, just 2 of them. I think those are silkworms. 5 silkworms. Wow, it's basically a speedboat. And a 25 mil gun. Next, we have Krivac 2. We have used this before. This is a really interesting thing. I think it's a frigate, but it's also like an attack frigate. So it has 40. Again, just a small frigate, but 2 arm launchers, one there, with 40 Gecko defense missiles. 4 SSN-14. So again, the torpedo missile thing there, and no Seaways. Grisha frigate, or maybe even a corvette, I'm not sure. Even for a vessel this size, look, this is kind of what I was saying. Tiny little vessel, possibly a corvette, and yet she has an arm launcher, you know, similar to what you'd find on an OHP with 20 Gecko missiles. And she has a naval gun and no sea... No, she even has a Seaways! So tiny corvette, massive arm launcher, twin-barreled naval gun, and a massive 30mm Seaways. These things are so friggin' heavily armed. No wonder they keep winning all the freaking battles. What do we have here? Canin or Cannon. Never heard of it before. No idea what it is. Wow, look at that. Look at that for an armament. It's got 2 quads, so Octo 57mm. Octo 57mm. And that guy can't even shoot because he's got a massive thing in his way. What the heck is that all about? No idea. Again, it looks very Soviet shaped, that vessel. So 6,000 rounds of 57mm to plink into someone. Also, an arm launcher somewhere that I can't see because it's got SAN1s. Where's the launcher? There it is, twin arm launcher. Tiny vessel, twin arm launcher. Really heavily armed again. And even has seaways. On 4 seaways. Now that is a perfect demonstration of what I was talking about. Tiny frigate, I'm guessing. Octo 57mm. What the hell? Twin arm launcher that you'd find off of like a, I don't know, Ticonderoga or something of 10,000 tons bolted on the back. 4 seaways, more seaways power than you've got on a frigging Iowa battleship. Nanushka, we've just done a battle with these. These are really good. 6 missiles, I can't remember. Too many bloody missiles. And twin 57mm on the back. We will get there, viewers. Osa, never seen it before. Looks like 4 silkworm launchers and a mini Seabears on the front. Lots of attack craft like this. Missile attack craft, Russia's, but only 1 America. Why is that, viewers? Why the imbalance? Petya 3 looks like just a basic old anti-submarine guy. It has some guns. And that's it. Let me guess, it has 25 Seabears. No Seabears. Slava, we all know, obviously, possibly the most famous one for all sorts of reasons, based around its P500 SSN-12 supersonic anti-ship missiles, which are very good. As well as that, it has the same fort system, or a similar fort system, as the Kirovs, with 64 instead of 96, and 40 Geckos in the VLS. She has 6 30mm Seabears there, and there, and she's an all-round crazy ship, and as you know, she won fair and square. She won the sea power competition, so she's just very, 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 very powerful, or at least by 1970s, 1980s standards. Sovereign at first glance doesn't look much. This is friggin' devastating, absolutely devastating, again for the 1980s, but she's based around her 8 SSN-22, these here, the Mosquitoes, or whatever they're called, Mark III capable anti-ship missiles, impossible to stop and pretty much win every battle they go for. She's not hugely defended because she's a destroyer. 40 SAN-7, I can't remember what that missile's called. It's the SA-11, the Book, with Seaways, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 4 Seaways, and just hugely outgunned. 130mm guns, 4 barrels. Look at that, there and there, massively gunned. Sverdlov, never heard of it, looks 1940s to me. What do you think, viewers? And it's armed like a 1940s. A bunch of 100mm guns, a bunch of 30mm Seaways, question mark? No, I don't think they're Seaways. Yes, they are. I see their Seaways there. And a bunch of 152mm guns. So, like an old cruiser, that looks like. Not sure what it's doing in sea power, to be honest. Tarantel, small attack craft. I think it fires silkworms or something similar. And a single gun. And twin Seaways. Whoa, look at that. Oh, what's that? A friggin' Igla manpad. I did not know that was there. I mean, it's genius, right? If you haven't got any missiles, just stick a friggin' manpad on it. That's, I mean, another example of just way overgunned ship, right? We got there finally. Udale. She has the torpedo missiles there, to about 25 miles range. 64 defensive missiles fired from, if you can see it, because I can't. Where is it fired from? It's not VLS, is it? No? I don't know. I've never used this vessel type before, viewers. I look forward to learning, I suppose. I don't know. We have Seaways there, and there, and there. And kind of cool ship, right? Right, viewers, sorry that took so long and I didn't know what I was talking about, but I like to learn about these things too. So we can turn the map back on and get ready to fight, viewers. I always let the coalition with the slowest missiles fire first, so that will be the Americans, because it means we can see both launch sets. In terms of predictions, who's going to win? It's obviously going to be the Russians, right? Everything we've seen so far is the Russian escort ships always beat the American escort ships, one-on-one. Why is that? Well, what we're finding out is that the American ships aren't really designed to fight on their own like these are per se. their attack really is in their aircraft carriers. They are there more to defend their aircraft carriers. The Soviets don't really or never really had aircraft carriers, so they have upgun ships which are there to do the fighting themselves. So obviously, when you put these guys against those guys, it's not a surprise that the Soviets won the competition. That said, that's in a perfect world, and often missiles go wrong. 1980s missiles go wrong, and they go wrong all the time in sea power, and therefore you can get some strange results. And so probably the Soviets are going to win, but we'll see. Stand by. Let's start off with the Americans. Alright viewers, get ready for absolute lunacy. 3, 2, 1, now. That is a lot of missiles being fired. The Americans are absolutely going for it. All of their missiles in first salvo and turning defensive. Alright, let's let the Soviets off the chain. P-700's going up. Where are the P-500s? There they are, Slava in the distance firing P-500s. Nanushka's fired his missiles. It's not as impressive as the Americans. The Americans all fired at once. These guys, they're taking their time to fire, in my opinion. Pause. I think the reason for that is, viewers, I'm probably going to get a bad example here, but a lot of these ships take a while to prepare these missiles. I've noticed that with some of the Soviets, so some of them just don't fire straight away for whatever reason. Right, anyway, these are very fast missiles, so let's get tactical. So, fight is on, and look how many missiles the Americans have fired. They're probably 100 surface-to-surface missiles, while the Soviets only fired a few seconds later, fired much fewer missiles. Strange that. One thing I should note, viewers, if I just very quickly pause, I've noticed lots of complaints, more than usual, in the previous battles that I've done, saying that I've left the radars off of the American ships because it says MCOM down here. Don't worry about that, viewers. It's just a graphical glitch. When I change sides and then change back to view the other side, it shows MCOM, but they're obviously not MCOM. They're actually radars on and they are fighting fine. So don't worry, I'm not handicapped anyone, it's just a visual thing, and I've got no way of getting rid of it. Right, obviously all American missiles are subsonic, surface-to-surface missiles, and a lot of the Soviets are supersonic, so it's going to be the Soviets that will draw first blood. But look, these guys are firing. What's he firing? He must be firing his surface-to-air missiles. It's Ticonderoga SM2s. I mean, there's not much I can show you really, viewers. That's what I see, just a massive blob of stuff. That is an SM-1 ER that's been fired at its maximum range of 40 or so miles. Oh, I see, they're trying to take out the P-500s. The P-500s are a high-low profile missile. So are the shipwrecks, I think. Oh, a Talos is out! Pause! Look at that. Massive, giant Talos has been fired from one of the older ships. Now, will it hit something? But wait, pause! Oh, it did hit something. Amazing! My first Talos kill. Something snuck under the radar here. It's the SSN-22s, the Mosquitoes here. Debatably the most potent missile here, at least as a singleton. It's going at 1,650 knots, so just shy of Mark 3. 24 feet above the ground, and look, we only saw it. Blues only saw it 10 miles out. So that is going to be absolutely devastating. Now, don't go for the Iowa. Don't go for the Iowa. Go for a frigate. Defensive missiles coming out, but it may be too late. It's going to be very jerky at this point, viewers, because it's obviously 30-odd ships. It's going to take out a frigate of some kind. Oh, they got it. They got it. There's just so much crossfire coming in, if you can see. Pause. My first look at a Terrier. That's a Terrier. Looks just like an SM missile. What do you know about the Terrier, viewers? Interesting. It would be interesting if they'd shot one of these down with a Terrier. I doubt they could. Okay, some frigate. Oof. Pause. Another one's about to be hit. Another frigate, not a giant loss. The Americans, I'd say they've probably got away lightly there. Pause. What's being shot here? Another frigate, I think. So bad time. Oh no, the Iowa. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, yes, it's the Iowa. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. No. Yes. Super cap, 100% best cap, but will it reacquire? Hit some stupid frigate. Yes. My friggin' boys. Pause. Wow. As my baby now says, wowie. That's amazing, viewers. So we've just used debatably their most potent missile up. I mean, that is debatable. And all they managed to destroy was some frigates. And they missed the Iowa. So I'd say that was a failed attack. They've got this guy here and this guy here. So that is the Coons and the Garcia. But those two ships really had negligible value anyway in terms of the, you know, the fight. So they were probably waste of missiles as far as we're concerned. Right, let's see what's happening now. So we've got some P500s were intercepted before they were not intercepted before they went low. All the chaff in the world is out. Interestingly, these are faster than the P700s, look, which are still on their way. One intercepted. Oh, the defense is mad. Mad defense. This is sick, as youngsters would say. Which doesn't really make much sense to me. American missiles still a million miles out, obviously, and they won't be spotted until they come over the horizon. Right, here's your next danger. Your P700 viewers, they're going at Mark 1.3, 1.4, 50 feet. And these are the only intelligent missiles here. They will talk to each other and actually divide up targets much more effectively. So what you won't get is them all going for the frigate like the other ones did. Come on, hit something useless. Hit something useless. Yes, well done, boys. Oh, the American defense is absolutely overwhelming here. I'm not using the NTU mod, viewers, because if I did, obviously the Americans would win immediately, which is like, I don't know, who wants that? Not me. So I like this. Good, solid fight. You know what? So far, I thought the Americans would be wiped out by the first salvos, but they haven't. They fought brilliantly, and their defense has been second to none, viewers. Second to none. And they might even survive this. Okay, we're about to lose something bigger. We're about to lose a destroyer/cruiser, whatever that is. So it's going to get very laggy soon, because the Russians are going to start defending soon. That was a Terrier that just missed that. I see more Talos up in the air. What's it going to hit? P500's got through against a destroyer/cruiser. Boom! It's an old one. I don't think it'll matter. Oh wow! That really went up. That really went up. Oh no! It's all coming apart. The defense. They've run out of defensive missiles. Look, they're not getting shot at properly. That was bad firing from the P700 though. It could have taken out an Iowa. It could have taken out a Tycon. Oh god! It probably still will. Oh, the Russians are defending now. It's all about to go to hell. Still, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? I've never seen that before. An SSN-9. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever the hell that is. Now, these are much easier. These are older missiles. And you've got a P-35 here. These older missiles are subsonic, or just about subsonic. Much easier to shoot down. Here we go. The Americans are about to hit. I think the Americans have survived this. I think they might win this. Maybe I've got this all wrong. Maybe I've got this all wrong. I think they've survived. Pause. Let's just have a little look, shall we? Because the Americans are about to hit. All they've got now is a few P-35s. There's some more mosquitoes coming. That's a problem. So these are gonna kill something wherever the hell they are. No, they're P700s. They're P700s. Yeah, and some more P500s. Sorry about the view. Don't know, but we really need to start concentrating on the Americans, viewers, so strap on your headgear and get ready for maximum boom. Oh, wowee! Wowee! The frame rate, though. The frame rate. All those Soviet guns, what are they worth now? Not a lot. Slava defending. Where's the Kirov? Can't even see the Kirov. Way there's the Kirov in the distance. This is going to be mighty, viewers. I suppose you're probably going to want to watch the Kirov attack, aren't we? Don't really know how to watch this. Oh, we found the other Sea-Wiz. There they are. 8 Sea-Wiz on that Kirov. Jesus. That's never going to get hit. That's never going to get hit. Would not want to be that helo pilot. Viewers, I give you the United States Navy. They just wiped the Russians out. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. They're all gone. And the American missiles aren't even intelligent, viewers. They just go for whatever they see in front of them. They don't divide up like the P-700. Well, that said, I don't know. I don't know. The Americans are winning. The Americans have taken out the missiles, and they're coming in for seconds. I can't look at the Russians, unfortunately, but, well, you get to see there. The Kirov's destroyed. What about the Slava? The Slava's the next most dangerous. See if we can find the Slava. Anyone seen a Slava around here? That's the Slava. The Slava's dead. The Slava and the Kirov are dead. Now, what about the Sovremeni? Oh, what is that? I don't know what that is. Sorry. What's that? That's the Sovremeni. It's dead. I think. Basically, they're all dead. Stop killing us. Oh, I just saw the Kirov magazine go up. Oh, it's so ugly. Wow, this is going to be an amazing debrief, viewers. I mean, who would have thought that would have happened? They're all dead. The Russians are all dead. And the Tomahawks haven't even got here yet. I don't know what to say about that. I bet not a single one of you bet that was going to happen. Wowee. Dead. And the only ones of the Americans that were hit were Kuntz was hit, sacrificed. Belknap was hit, sacrificed. Oh, Kuntz is looking bad. Wow, look how deep it is. Where's the depth? 31,000 feet! There's 31,000 feet of depth. He's going to go all day, viewers. The pressure, there's more than she can take, sir. Amazing. Garcia, on her way down to 30,000 feet. Galveston, on her way down to 30,000 feet. Gearing, on her way down to 30,000 feet. But the big ships all survived. Virginia, not a scratch. Tycho, not a scratch. Spruance, not a scratch. Even the Pegasus survived. OHP survived. And the mighty Iowa, tell me the Iowa's up. And the battleship survived and defended itself. Look at those oil slicks. What an amazing battle. Still not quite finished yet. Oh, yes, it is. It's finished. It's finished. It's 100% finished. Only ships that survived were whatever the heck that is. This thing. And another one over there that's on fire. Let's see if he gets hit. Oh, look, don't worry, they've sent a helicopter over. They're going to miss, aren't they? Bloody American missiles. Be smarter. I take that back. I take that back. I take that right back. Boom. All dead, they're all dead. Oh, viewers. And let me quickly assure you, because I know what you're going to say. You scripted it so that the Americans won, so that you do financially well. I can guarantee you I didn't. Look, you got the Americans there, the Russians there. They're all set to the same skill level. Let me just go down there so you can see. Blah, 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 blah. Everything's set the same. And the Russians there. Everything's set the same, and I've just used Core Game No Mod, so you can go and prove it to yourself. There you go, viewers. At the end of all that, the Americans are better. The Russians have got the better missiles. We know that because we've seen the competition. It was the defense, wasn't it? The US, as soon as we put Aegis together, or, you know, the equivalent of it over the time periods, as soon as you put it together, it created a quote-unquote Iron Dome, don't sue me, here, and nothing could get through the Iron Dome. We sacrificed some of these northern guys here, but they had to be sacrificed. Otherwise, Iron Dome kept them beautifully safe. And that's, remember, it goes back to exactly what they said. Why are they so powerful? It's when they work as a unit and protect their aircraft carrier, which is what they're designed to do. And then the aircraft carrier can go out and do the punching. Although they didn't need to this time. So, if you absolutely had to choose a side during the Cold War, I would suggest America. I hope you enjoyed that. And bye-bye.
We also... Oh no, our lasers already started.
Welcome back, viewers. It's only a few seconds for you, but it's been a day for me. I forgot to run the Galleon Battle. You know, we always run a Galleon Battle for fun afterwards, so I'll come back the next day. It just so happens that Pony and Fly with me. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Hey.
You've got to make a prediction. Which is going to win?
I'm going to say blue, simply because there are men on some of their missiles is lower than red.
That's all great thinking, guys, and I don't know, but I'm going to say...
I honestly say the Iowa wins, just course. If she can make her big guns work, she kill everything around it.
Yeah, but there's only so much rate of fire. But one thing I was looking at, because I went through every vessel, and I was going to try not to chew up too much time, but I noticed the red ships, although they're not as good generally, they are really upgunned. They've got a lot of big guns, so I'm actually going to say red. However, I do hope I'm wrong. Viewers, enjoy in 3, 2, 1.
We're hit. Bulldog away. Track.
A bit like Star Wars pew-pew guns you see in the background. That's just epic pew-pew sound.
Epic pew-pew sound. If this doesn't crash, then I'm up. There's Americans on fire. Those Seawiz are doing so much damage. 30 mils.
Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water.
Torpedoes.
Wow! Wow! Wowee!
What is it, the Russians put torpedoes on?
16 inches are going.
Oh, they are devastating.
We're sinking. All hands abandoned ship. Torpedo in the water. Vampire. Bearing.
You know it's going off when torpedoes are being fired.
We're hit. Track 7. Torpedo in the water. We're sinking. All hands abandoned
But Iowa is doing the gangster drifting.
Yes, it is doing the gangster drifting. It's trying to turn to get its turrets on
Battleship.
target quickly enough. Come on, shoot, damn you!
Air. Contact faded. Vampire.
Just waiting that someone puts a mod out for sea power so we can reenact the battle from the movie Battleship.
Contact faded.
You know, somebody just put out a mod for the Iowa to put VLS where the Tomahawks are. That was a planned upgrade that they ended up not installing.
Roger, I just can't get on with those. I know we have different opinions. I just can't get on with them.
Well, the fact that it was never fielded makes it difficult to include.
I don't know who's winning. I'm not the foggiest who's winning. Let's go and try and find some big Russian ships. Where's
I mean, there are many blue ships that are the heck smoking.
How's Kirov doing? Oh, Kirov's hit.
Yeah, but it looks fine.
She's taking on a destroyer. She's taking on 2 destroyers. No, she's taking on 2 cruisers. A Tycho and a Belknap. She's doing the damage with her 30 mil. Oh, Jesus.
Let's just get hit. But that AK sequences of the Russians really did big damage.
Jesus, look at the Tycho.
That's the Tycho down.
That got
my
killed by
favorite.
Seawiz. Killed by Seawiz.
No, my favorite.
Torpedo in the water.
5-inch is still going on the stern.
Yep. Oh wow, it's underwater and it's still firing. Ladies and gentlemen, US tenacity.
He is the hero.
Track 7.
Let's find Slava. Anyone seen a Slava anywhere? There it is.
There it is.
If Slava is correct,
She's not been hit.
Correct. Wait, what?
I know.
Air. Contact. Torpedo in the water.
She's gone full evasive.
Control. Abandoning ship.
If it would be history correctly, it would already be in the submarine fleet.
Americans are winning. I see more sunk on the red side.
Yeah, true.
Jesus.
I don't know. I think it's. Did you line them up left and right, paired as far as class goes?
No, it's random, so it's just random. And there's 2 more Russian vessels than there are American, just because how they are in the game. Oh no, our beautiful Iowa! No, she's sunk! A torpedo must have hit her. Oh, gutted. We lost Big Eye. His guns wouldn't hurt that ship.
She's still firing.
She's still
brave.
firing. She's got 1 turret left. Look, half turret's still going.
Yeah, and the smaller turret's still going.
Fight on, Big Eye. Fight on.
Oh no, wait, the front turret's still turning.
I wonder if these are being used as anti-ship. I wonder if that's what's hurting stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what's
using
happening.
secondary capability.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus. It's doing so much damage to the Americans. Or not.
Yeah. So actually, that way you're getting ships at the front of the line and firing on ships at the other end of the line.
Roger, it's all just ran. That guy just got, the Belknap just got absolutely shredded. By what? Oh, what's going on here? That thing. Oh, this is an old 1940s
Oh,
Soviet
scribble
cruiser.
on.
Yeah, just absolutely nailed a modern ship with its guns.
Yeah, because it doesn't rely on the missiles.
No, 'cause it's all
and
guns.
At times, it just fires.
It's like the Atalanta class.
Look how much damage it's doing. It's now firing Iowa. Look at the shells. Look at the shells coming in.
That's like, how many guns is that? That's like 6, 12. It must be like 17 guns firing at once.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it shows guns are not dead enough. I haven't told you about the new competition we're doing, but you're going to love it, and it includes Galleon battles. So when you plan your fleet, if you watch tomorrow's video, you'll see that you're going to have some Galleon battle fighters in as well. So things like this,
Cap, so
a 1940 ship like this is going to have some use.
Cap, I nerded a little bit
Excellent, yeah.
based on some comments you made in a recent video about shells and missiles and their effectiveness on ships.
Yeah.
So if you look at like a harpoon or an SM2 versus like a 5-inch shell, right?
Yeah.
The weight of the missile itself is something like 700 kilograms versus 30 kilograms.
Yeah.
Now, if you factor in differences in speed, and I just had to take muzzle velocity on the shell,
Yeah.
but a missile, just impact energy is something like twice the energy of a 5-inch shell.
Roger.
And then you got the explosive
charge. Yeah.
charge on top of that.
Yeah, there are stories where like anti-ship missiles impact ships, not detonating, but sinking the ships just
Yeah.
to the damage they cause from the impact.
British ships have been sunk by that before.
Yeah, you had the record of that.
More damage and then bloody explode.
You're still,
Yeah, it's
I mean,
not fighting,
it's not fine.
It's not fighting.
but it's still like, it not move the sea line at all.
Yeah. So many are shooting at four. Wow, look at that! Galveston's still sailing. Fighting on. Fighting speed.
Tin can sailor, that's what I'm talking about.
Look at
I
the
hear that
Talos.
like older ships are better armored because they made to take hits
That's
from shells, right? And modern ships are thin as hell because they suspect, okay, if I get hit by a missile, thick armor doesn't really help me anyways by
Yes,
missiles.
that's right.
So
Yeah.
rather go for effectiveness and fast.
Wow, look at this dear little frigates just carrying on. No idea what it's shooting at.
Also,
Something
it's
over
a smaller target. It's a smaller
Oh,
target.
finally it's hitting the Slava. A little gearing frigate is smashing the Slava. And they're exchanging everything.
I wonder what happened. I mean, if the missile is still in the tube, it shouldn't explode just cause the shell hits. But if it has really the explosive filler, it could detonate the filler, right? And just imagine one of that shipwrecked missiles explodes in the tube.
Yeah, that would be devastating.
And I presume once one going off, more going off.
This looks like this looks like the Battle of Jutland. Look at it. Just battle cruisers everywhere on fire. This is the best one we've done so far.
This is Lord Nelson.
This is, isn't it? Look at that, viewers. And there's no obvious winner yet. Still, this guy, the best one is still the 1940s one. Full broadside, 6,000 rounds of 6-inch cannon going out at that massive rate. These poor American vessels just getting absolutely peppered.
Yep, this is a perfect example that quantity is also quality in itself.
Yeah, well, that's how I live my life. I'm glad we did this, guys. Don't get me wrong, I love doing anti-submarine warfare stuff, but this has a quality of its own. Look at that guy just lobbing 6 inches.
This is sex on a glass.
Agreed. Oh no, that's going to rain down. Look, the Spurlov or whatever it's called is just danger incarnate.
Uh-oh. I mean, it's a small ship.
But he's in a turn. He's complicating the firing. So
He is complicating it.
Also, it's a small target. It's hard to hit.
Yes, it
it's
is.
not a single bullet that hit it.
No.
Really. But it's probably like one or two. Yeah.
Oh no, he's been hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
and now
down.
one more.
I'll tell you, that's the best ship here. This is the best ship here for this. I give you this that I've never even heard of before. It's now taking on 2 American ships at once.
What is that? Sverdlov class?
I'll tell you why as well. I think Iowa did badly because it was in the middle of the field, so it got triangulated by everyone. This guy was right at the very north. I don't think he had that many guns on him. And so he just sat there blinking everyone.
That's true. I also need to give him, he fights in style.
Yeah, he does fight in style. This is how I want to see bringing battles won.
The guy wasn't just is now a target. Does nothing.
That's not so well. Perry did not survive.
Oh no.
Oh, the Nox! Look where the Nox is! It's in a world of pain!
Oh, that is most unfortunate. What is she?
It's right in the middle of the
Oh no, she's beaten that. And these are all noisemakers. And a
wait,
Grisha
what?
that's basically useless.
Wait for Grisha, it's just still alive.
So it must be out of ammo. It's not firing. Oh, Nox. No.
Well timed.
Well timed. Look at these two. They literally went Galleon broadside. And the Nox won. God, this guy's
This is Solomon Islands all the way. This is awesome.
4 HP. Gearing still. Look at all these torpedoes. Were absolutely useless. The only ship that I've seen that's fully operational. Oh, she's dying. She's dying.
She must have got hit by a torpedo.
Oh, must have got hit by a torpedo. She's going to go down. That's going to almost nothing left.
It might be the only operational ship.
It really might. A tiny corvette might be the only thing to win this. No, she's down. Sverlov's down. Torpedoes hit it. She's down. So, the only operational ship at the end of all of this is that. Whatever, it's a general purpose corvette at about 400 tons. So if you absolutely want to win a World War II Battle of Jutland type thing, I suggest taking an anti-submarine tiny corvette.
You know what in the end we get from all of this, Cap?
Maximum boob.
Very angry Greta, because look at all the oil.
All the oil. There will not be happy fishers. Viewers, yet again, I hope you enjoyed it, and bye-bye.